Hello. Well, actually, what I was going to do is, so here is the mixing board. We're going to talk about the nominal setup for Hank's awesome recording system. So, if you look, you could pause this. You could see this. We have set this thing so that everything works. You could see what all the dials are set to. You could see where the plugs are. Oh, the headphones go into here. Okay, so this is how that is. And then on Audacity, what we've done is we have two tracks. This track is the music that we imported. And in fact, I'll show you how I did that. I'm gonna take this one, go to track, and say, well, I remove tracks. The way I got it in here is I downloaded it from the internet, and here it is. It's called She Is So Sexy. And then I just dragged it right onto here, and I let go. There's other ways. You could just hit import, but that's how I did it. And here she is. Then I put it on top. And then we have these, so we have these bars along the top that are totally important. This microphone one is our gain, and we have to make sure it doesn't go past this 12. And this is what sets up the recording gain for the recording. And over here, these things, these are the gains for the playback. So this is what you do after the fact. So if it'll sound like this, we want to make the music lower, we move this.
Only Casey could get a whack at that
down.
And put up even money with Casey at the bat. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine.
Okay, so we're gonna do this one now. So what we've noticed is to play it back, I have this set to speaker headphones. So it's coming through both the headphones and the speaker. We don't want that to happen while we're recording. So we switch this to that one, the AG06, the line. And now, I think if we click this, we are now recording. So Hank, if you would say something into the microphone.
The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood
so as he's talking, you can see. Keep talking, Hank. As I move this.
And then when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a pal-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope that springs eternal in the human breast.
Well, I think you use this to record, to set this thing so it doesn't go past 12.
We'd only have put up even money with Casey at the back.
Okay, so that looks good. So now I'm going to come down to here, and just to show you, like, let's say we've been recording some stuff and we want to record again. If I go click this record button, it's going to start a whole new track, which really sucks. So I'm going to hit the Shift and R, hold down Shift and then click R, and when I click R, it's cool. It just starts recording again with that funny looking.
But Flynn preceded Casey as the Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo and the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude grim melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting at the bat. But Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and Blakey and the much despised tore the cover off the ball.
Okay, what was happening was that look how the gain was way up. So I lowered that a little bit, and it seemed to fix it. So that's how you do that. And okay, so I'm gonna hit the space bar. That stops it. See, yeah, look how high this was. Oh, we have to go set this to speaker.
But Flynn preceded Casey as the Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo and the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude grim melancholy fell upon the patrons of the Casey as the Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo and the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude grim melancholy sat, for there seemed.
Now then I went up here and I adjusted this little slider.
But Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and Blakey and much despised tore the cover off the ball.
I think that's how you do that. Other really interesting things are when you are playing back.
Thought if only Casey.
Let's say I just want to hear Hank's voice. I can come over here and hit solo.
The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville 9 that day.
Or I could mute it. Now I'm just hearing this.
And when Casey died at first, and
this
Barry
little
did the
thing
same,
will collapse one. So if you do like a million different tracks, this will be
Casey
useful.
as the Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo and the latter was a cake.
And this LR, you want to leave it in the middle because that's panning,
but
right?
little chance of Casey getting at
Oh, the other thing we discovered is that if you hit this little magnifying glass, when you click here, it makes it left click makes it bigger, right click makes it smaller, and Control F on the keyboard will put it right so that it all fits, right? And then if you take your magnifying glass from here and you put it on this part, what it does is it makes it taller if you left click, and right clicking makes it shorter. Interesting, right? Anything else that we talked about here? No. So have a good day. This is WJON The Mellow Sounds signing off.